Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Impact7 and today I'm going to be playing F1 2019. We're at the Russian Grand Prix. This is my career with HASS. This is Season 2, Race 16. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. We really appreciate my road to 700 subscribers. I'd like to thank everyone. If you're not already, please do follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links will be as usual are in the description box down below. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to my YouTube channel recently. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. Now, as you can see on the screen right now, it's the drivers and constructor standings. First of all, in the driver standings, we are currently leading with 187 points, 18 points clear of second place man Valtteri Bottas. I did have 30 points, a 30-point gap at the beginning of the last live stream of F1 2019. Unfortunately, I didn't have a very good race last time out in Singapore. I was quite poor in my overtaking, which is how they've been able to reduce the gap to 18. Then it's Lewis Hamilton in third, only 3 points behind his teammate. 7 points behind him is Max Verstappen in fourth. Then it's Devon Butler, Lucas Weber, Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, my teammate, is in eighth, so he's moved up nicely there. Ninth is Sebastian Vettel, Ferrari doing poorly this season. And in 10th is Alexander Albon. In the Constructors' Championship, there's a sizable gap between first and second. In first, it's Mercedes with 335 points. Then it's us in second place, HASS with 272 points. I believe that's 63 points Mercedes have over us. Then it's Red Bull Racing in third place. Then it's Toro Rosso, Williams, Renault, Ferrari in seventh. Then in eighth is Mclaren, 9th is Racing Point, and 10th is Alfa Romeo. Alright, let's make some of these changes here. 23, 52, alright, let's change that, and then 12. Gearbox is at 22%, that should be fine. We have an ultimate aerodynamics part for the Japanese Grand Prix, which is the next race after this one. 2 weeks. Okay, I'll get that. For Mexico, that could be useful. Give us an advantage down that long straight. Williams, it said there, was pretty good along with the power, which it is. Okay. Oh, Ferrari's not that far behind. Where are Ferrari and the rest of it? Near the bottom, and so are we. Wow. In chassis, we're at the top. So it's aero we're struggling with. Not surprising, to be honest. Okay. Team goal. I'll get 500 extra resource points if I do so. Finish 5th or better. I've got this race to do so. Expected qualifying position is 6th. Expected race position is 7th. Gonna be dry in both qualifying and the race, thank goodness for that. Alright, here we go to qualifying.
Welcome back to Sochi. We're about to be joining the action down in the pit lane as the cars get ready to embark on their qualifying runs. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily, so try to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
Okay, as usual, the car setup that I'll be using for this live stream will be in the description box down below. If any of you want to use it, feel free. Bottas is going out first. Kind of surprising. I think his teammates following him. Lewis Hamilton as well. So Mercedes not wasting any time here. Just gonna announce this session on social media, and then we will continue. Get out there and do a lap. Who else is out? So Antonio Giovinazzi's out, Daniel Ricciardo's out, Kimi Räikkönen's just going out as well. Quite a few drivers out. 5 cars so far. Hoping for a good qualifying, unlike last time round. H11, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. Alright, let's get out there. Oh, before I actually do that, I need to load the amount of fuel I have on board. There we go. Alright. Let's drive out.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
Okay, got Alfa Romeo ahead of me as well as a Toro Rosso, I think that is. I've got a Racing Point coming up behind me. There is a sizable gap behind the Alfa Romeo, behind the Racing Point, but actually, you know what? Let me do that. Gonna wait for this Alfa Romeo to get by me, and then we'll do our lap. Don't want the tyres to get too cold. Okay, here we go. There's a car coming out of the pits. Oh man, just as I was working so hard to make sure no one gets in my way, someone decides to come out of the pits. What car is that? I think that's a Williams. You might just not hamper my lap, but let's see. Coming up to the first sector detection point. I'm down by a tenth to my teammate. Well, less than half a tenth actually. Weber, don't you dare get in my way. Ethan, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Weber. Got my way nice and easy there. Almost 2 tenths quicker than my teammate in the second sector. So down to this final sector then to see who gets the bragging rights for the first part of qualifying. Back end stepped on me a bit there. Final corner. 1 minute 31.7.
That's the fastest lap so far. Well done.
I think the final sector was pretty good for me as well. Weber's doing his hot lap now. Anyone come out of the pits? No. My teammates just dived into the pits. Okay, that should be enough to get me through to next spot qualifying, I hope. Impact, you know Star Wars The Old Republic. Impact, you know the Star Wars The Old Republic is playable, I think you want to say, is playable on your phone.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:31.7.
I knew that, but at the same time, I'm not really interested in playing the game on my phone, to be honest. There's no way there will be the same graphics, the same experience playing on the PC or a laptop compared to a phone, so I'm not too bothered about that, to be honest. Look how close, you've just beat my time.
We're third in the speed trap, 213.1 miles per hour.
But I'm surprised Leclerc was able to beat me in the third sector, sorry. We're pretty much level in the first sector. Second sector, I'm faster than him, and then third sector, he's faster than me. Okay, so third sector, I need to improve. I think it was where I said I lost the back end going through the left and then right-hander. Okay. That's where I need to improve. But I'm happy with that time. I should be able to comfortably get into the next part qualifying. Vettel's in the drop zone. Let's see if is he doing his lap right now? He's on an out lap. We won't be able to follow him all the way around. Magnussen's last. Oh my days, Ferrari, man. They really let themselves go. Let's see where they ended up. I was second. I stayed in second. Nice. So I definitely have a chance of getting a pole position this race. Also, my teammates in third place. So both HASS doing pretty well. Kind of surprised about Charles Leclerc, though. Very surprised. Also, the Williams. The Williams is pretty much level with the HASS, our team, when it comes to straight line speed. So I'm kind of surprised that George Russell's only there. And also, Lucas Weber got eliminated. I guess the rest of their car is horrible if they're being eliminated here. But the first 5 cars eliminated in qualifying 1. Before I get to that, though, Sebastian Vettel just got through. Though he was 2 tenths up, though, but that's not good for Ferrari, man. So Devin Butler's eliminated in 16th place. Then it's Lucas Weber in 17th. Then it's Daniel Ricciardo in 18th. Kevin Magnussen in 19th, being horrible at Ferrari ever since he went there. And 20th is Kimi Raikkonen. I'm good. I'm good, Ethan. Thanks for asking. It costs something around £10. I'm never ever going to spend that on a phone game. Yeah, fair enough. Unless it's a very, very, very good phone game. Alright, so second part of qualifying. For those of you who don't know the rule in qualifying 2 in F1, the tyres you do your fastest lap in qualifying 2, the tyres you start the race with, if you get into qualifying 3. So it's very important that you're very careful with the tyres you do your fastest lap in qualifying 2 with, because those will be the tyres you start the race with. And obviously that could be a negative if you do multiple laps and you wear out the tyres before the start of the race. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. I'm going to go out when there's not too many cars. Less chance of them getting in my way. Clear, okay. So, what was the time? 1 minute 32.1 for my teammate. Oh, no. Don't want to do that.
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets busy.
Just want to make sure I don't have... Okay, I don't have that much fuel on board. Okay. Here we go.
Standing by.
Thank you to everyone who's liked the stream. I appreciate that, thank you. Unfortunately, I've been making a couple mistakes in qualifying. And it's normally when I'm overconfident in my pace that I think I can do I can start the race on the mediums, the yellow wall tires, and I go out and I don't judge how much time I have left. So just before I cross the line, the session's over, and I've done that twice now. One in France, and I believe one in the last race in Singapore. So I'm not going to take those chances this time around, though. Trying to be a bit too clever for my own good. Okay, doesn't look like anyone's out on track except for a McLaren and the Racing Point, and I believe both of those are going to dive into the pits. So I might have the entire track to myself. Second sector, I seem to be doing pretty well. This is the part of the track where I can really attack the curbs, as well as this straight that's about to come up with DRS. So the bits with the long straight, the first and second sectors, I'm doing pretty well at. Even when I was slower in the first sector, it was minimal between me and the fastest, so that's fine. It's this sector here that I'm entering now, the third sector, where I need to improve, particularly these section of corners, this corner here. The back end set up me like now, whoa! Just like that. I can't afford that during my qualifying lap. Needs to be smoother, that. I think there, whereas you saw, the back end set up me hugely. They've got a ton of oversteer. So that's something I need to work on. Did England draw yesterday? If it was yesterday, I can't remember. No, I think they won. I'm pretty sure they won. It was against Kosovo, wasn't it? Pretty sure England won. So far, so good. Coming up to the detection point now. Fastest first sector by half a second. With how close it was in qualifying 1, I don't think that time that my teammate's done already is a representative time. Otherwise, I don't know where I'm getting this pace from all of a sudden. 8/10 up in the second sector. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. I should be at least a second quicker then than my teammate. Here's where I had the issue last time. No issue this time. This should be a very good time. I should be in the 1 minute 31s at least. Didn't touch the curb on the outside. 1 minute 31.2.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
That's a decent lap. Qualifying 3, here I come.
You're leading the pack, P1, and we're in front of Perez, Gasly, and Leclerc. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1 minute 31.2.
Okay. Obviously, these are the tyres I'm going to be starting the race with, so I don't want to put any extra stress on these tyres. They won 4-0. Yeah. I'm sure they won. Argentina versus Uruguay. That should be a decent game.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Yeah, that's fine. Cars are just starting to come out now. Looks like a racing point. Oh, actually, my teammate's out already, actually. %. Okay, that's fine. Barely took anything out of these tyres. Okay, good qualifying so far. I'm pretty sure my teammate's going to improve on the time he's already done. I almost run that Renault guy over there for a second. My front right rear was so close to him. There goes the Mercedes. So I'm fastest in the first sector. Second sector. Who's faster than me in the second sector?
Best lap so far
Lando
is a
Norris.
1:31.2.
How did that happen? How is Lando Norris faster than me in the second sector? 1:31.5. I did a 31.6. And then the final sector a 26.7. So I'm within a tenth of the fastest sector times, and then the first sector I'm just significantly ahead. Okay. Did you see England's group in Euro 20? No, I haven't really watched any of England's matches, to be honest. I'm not too interested in the qualifiers. I'm more interested in the actual tournament. So the Euros I'll watch when it actually comes around. Obviously the World Cup is definitely something I'll watch. The what's it called? The Nations League, which is another tournament that they recently introduced. Couldn't care less about that, to be honest. So me and my teammate, first and second. Hopefully that's the case in this final part of qualifying. But 3 tenths up, very happy with that. Need to get into the 1 minute 31s. That looks to be a guarantee for me of getting pole position. Now, the next 5 cars eliminated in qualifying 2 are Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. Very surprised about that. Nico Hülkenberg. Sebastian Vettel. Ferrari have not had a good season so far. George Russell and Lando Norris. Terrible. And I'm planning on going to Ferrari after this season. So, looks like we're going to have a lot of hard work ahead of me to get Ferrari to where they should be, which is challenging for wins and ultimately Constructors and Drivers' Championships. Okay, we're in qualifying 3. Final part of qualifying. Let's get out there. Set a lap time. I care about the Nations League because it's the only chance for Norway to qualify for the Euros. Fair enough. Fair enough. I understand that. Who's that in front of me? Is that a Red Bull? And my teammate's just behind me as well. This is a brand new set of tyres? Okay, yes it is. Alright, here we go. First lap in qualifying 3. Teammate took us 1 minute 32.1. I did the low 1 minute 31, didn't I? In qualifying 2. I'm pretty sure I did a low 1 minute 31. Took that corner very nicely. .32.9. Oh, ran wide. Oh, didn't need that. Probably cost me a tenth, maybe 2. What's my time in the second sector? Four tenths up, okay. My line through there wasn't very good. I had to hit the brakes when normally I should just be able to coast through there. Oh my, lost the back end, really, that was bad. That corner's gonna be my my kryptonite. Around the final corner. 1 minute 31.6. I think I beat Verstappen side by like 2 tenths there. It's slower than what I did in qualifying 2. I think it's a decent lap nevertheless. No, this is the group for the actual Euros, not the qualifiers.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
I could have sworn this is the group that gets you into the main tournament of the Euros, isn't it? Actually, why is that in max? Let's reduce that.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
The jaw for the Euros can't be coming out because every team hasn't qualified yet. I could have sworn this is actually the Euro qualifiers to see who gets into the actual tournament, which is held in the summer. There's no way this is the actual Euro tournament. That'd just be silly doing that in the middle of an actual domestic season. There's no way. Let me quickly check something here. Yeah, it's qualifying. This is the qualifying. Come on, man. Ethan. You get me worried there for a second. This is qualifying. This is the Euro qualifying round right now, where people are contending to see who gets through to the Euros in the summer. This isn't actually the Euros right now. Two tenths quicker. Okay. Let's put on a brand new set of tyres. Speed things up a bit. Now.
All personnel be aware. Car leaving.
Okay, I have 2 minutes. I just saw there. So there's no way I should not be able to get round and do my lap time. There should be no way. Looks like I'm the last person out on track. It's kind of silly if you look on the map on the bottom left how many cars are in that one little section of the track. It's crazy. At the end of November, they announced the groups prior to the tournament being next. Yeah. What they're doing right now is to see who qualifies for the Euros, and then they're going to do the draw. Yeah, it's similar to what they do for the World Cup. Okay, I haven't been a tortoise going around the track. I've been quite quick, so shouldn't have any worries about getting my lap in. Currently in pole position right now, provisional pole. Verstappen's in second. Red Bull's always good off the line, so gonna have to worry about them. Although I should have a better top speed than them.
30 seconds left in the session.
Oh, thank goodness for that. For once, my engineer actually lets me know how long is left. Thank goodness for that. Alright, here we go. Can I improve on my lap? Really attack the curb there. Qualifying's over. Now remember, in this next corner here I ran a bit wide, so let's see if I can correct that. There we go. Didn't run very wide this time. Fastest in the first sector. Nice. Really tapped the curb there. There really isn't much of a curb there, to be honest. You could really cut across it. Coming up to the... Oh! Max Verstappen's gone quickest. Okay. What about this second detection point? Fastest in the second detection point by 4 tenths over Verstappen. So here we go. This corner's caused me trouble so far. No issues there. I was a bit delicate with the throttle there. 6 tenths up. I'm going to blow everyone out of the water around the final corner. There we go. That's definitely first place.
Good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
There we go. Good flying lap there. Didn't make any mistakes. Improved on any mistakes I made before.
Let's review our top
half a second today.
Up. Campbell, Verstappen, and Valtteri Bottas. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but
that's
don't
more
worry,
like it.
We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Though I'm disappointed in my teammate. He couldn't get at least on the second row of the grid. Racing point, not bad. Both of them got in. McLaren, Toro Rosso, Renault, and then 1 Mercedes, and it's 2 Red Bulls, 2 HASS. But look, no Ferrari. No Ferrari anywhere. Disappointing that. It's depressing that the World Cup in 2022 is in December. I always loved the Premier League football in December. It's probably because it's in Qatar and it's so hot there. Yeah. It's still weird why it's there in the first place, to be honest. It's going to be really weird having the World Cup in December. And December is normally, when it comes to the domestic leagues, like the Premier League and Bundesliga and La Liga and Liga, which is the French league in France, it's always packed when it comes to fixtures in December. So it's definitely going to be weird. $481 resource points. Can I buy anything with that?
Very solid results. You're looking good for the race.
Williams is now top. Williams, man, come on. What is that? 920. Damn, that's expensive. What about this? 668. I might be able to get that, but it's really the aerodynamics I need to work on. Definitely the aero. Diffuser. What is rear downforce? Okay, better stability in the rear. Good. That'd be something I need. Alright, that was the end of qualifying. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. Really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate my road to 700 subscribers. Here we go to the race.
Good afternoon from Sochi as we prepare to get underway for the Russian Grand Prix. The championship battle has some time to go yet, but still expect no quarter to be given here on this circuit that made its debut in 2014 and has already seen some classic racing. It's full throttle for around 56% of the lap here at the Sochi Autodrome, a 3.6-mile run around the site of the 2014 Winter Olympics. 12 right turns and 6 left turns give us a total count of 18, with passing opportunities available into turns 1 and 13. And alongside me to take you through it all is none other than Anthony Davidson. This was a circuit that I think in its inaugural race got off to a bit of a shaky start, but since then it's really drawn the fans in and become a very popular event. What do you think changed?
Well, this just goes to show the importance of fixing problems as and when you discover them. As a complete unknown quantity in 2014, the tyre choice was quite conservative, which didn't really allow much in terms of different strategy options. so it was pretty much as you were from lights to flag. But that was a great learning experience, and we came back the next year and had a really exciting Grand Prix, with battles for the podium going on all the way to the final lap. So hopefully we'll be treated to more of the same this year.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Campbell lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Gasly, Sergio Perez, and Sainz, Albon, Giovinazzi, Leclerc, and Lance Stroll, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Sebastian Vettel, and Russell. Norris, Butler, Lucas Faber, and Daniel Ricciardo, Magnussen, and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Okay, so 27 lap race. I'm going to be staying on the soft tyres, hopefully for 11 laps, and then moving over to the mediums for the remainder of the race, which is 16 laps. I'm going to have a lap of extra fuel. Here we go. Formation lap.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
Alright, just waiting to all the gears from 1 to 8. Now I don't want the brakes to get too hot, but also don't want to get too far ahead of the rest of the field. One thing I should have looked at is where the Red Bulls are when it comes to the powertrain. All I know is that Williams is just above us. Just below us, sorry. Looks like it's HASS, then it's Red Bull, Mercedes, HASS. Oh, Mercedes, Red Bull, then HASS. There's a bit of a mixture. Hopefully I can get off to a decent start. Obviously the AI get off to a monstrous start, even with the update that Codemasters put into the game to reduce their starts. They're still monstrous. My brakes are cold. Backing the pack up just so I don't have to wait too long on the grid. Alright, here we go. Race 16 of 21 is about to begin. Currently leading the Drivers' Championship by 18 points. Would like to extend that to at least 25, which is a race win. But you never know. Since this is a 50% race, as usual.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
I restrict myself to only 2 flashbacks during the race. Here we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Here we are. Racing! Initially I got a good way, quite a bit of wheel spin. I got Bottas breezing on my outside, but I'm going to stay on the inside here. I'm going to have the line going into the corner, so I'm just going to make sure I make it. There we go. The drag race between me and him, I was able to hold out there. Not quite sure what happened to Verstappen. Looks like he didn't have a very good start. Gonna pause it here. I want to quickly check out Verstappen because he lost quite a few positions. Where is... Oh! Is this a freeway? Oh my days, is this a freeway? A freeway fight between the Racing Point, Verstappen and his teammate. And it looks like Verstappen's on the outside. Verstappen does get past the racing point though. So at least he didn't lose a position to a racing point, but he did lose a position to Bottas and his teammate. Now, normally, the AI are quite aggressive in the opening couple laps. But then if I can weather the storm of their attack, then normally I can pull away from them. So it's all about trying to be consistent here, not making any silly mistakes. Should have a pretty good top speed. Hopefully Gasly and Bottas will be too busy fighting each other and allow me to pull away.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
One minute 36.9. Dino, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Was Gasly a transfer? Hold on a second. Was Gasly a transfer or haven't you? No, it doesn't affect. They did change it, Dino, but it doesn't affect saves that are already. How is he so quick going through there? Damn. It doesn't affect career modes that have already started before the update. Which is why Gasly's still at Red Bull. But if it was to start a new one, then obviously he'd be at Toro Rosso. How's Bottas so quick going through that corner? That was crazy. Yeah, I need to be careful of that. He was absolutely flying. Oh, ran a bit wide. Red Bull's keeping Bottas honest. I'll give it that much. Need to be wary of my fuel. It's getting a bit low. Yeah, your save, Dino, probably has Gasly at Toro Rosso because you did it after the fastest lap.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
You started yours after the update, whereas mine, I started a couple of weeks before it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull away nicely from Bottas. I'm gonna move down the fuel a bit here.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
I'm going to pause it there because I see Gasly fighting Bottas. He's going to have DRS. I think I'm just outside. Look how low. Hold on, sorry for that. Look how low my car is. You see it skimming across the ground, creating sparks, whereas look at everyone else's. You barely see any sparks from them, if any. Oh, this is the wrong camera view. Don't see any sparks from them, but from me, you can see sparks on my car, so you can see how low my car is. Do you know why Neymar didn't get a downgrade in his FIFA rating? I guess because he's Neymar, I guess. Because he's Neymar. Similar with Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not playing to the level we know him possible to play at, so you would expect his rating to go down a bit, but it hasn't. Because he is Cristiano Ronaldo. 1.9 seconds. Okay, so I'm starting to pull away nicely here. Bottas is having to contend with Gasly, so now's a good time for me to start pulling away here and really control the race. I've got clear air. There's a queue actually forming behind Bottas. It's Bottas, both of the Red Bulls in Verstappen and Gasly, and my teammate is in that queue. So my teammate's not out of getting second place. Far from it. Okay, hopefully he can make up for his abysmal performance in qualifying. Didn't even get on the second row of the grid. Terrible. Oh, bit skidding there with the rear tyres. That won't help with wear. And actually there's a queue behind that little pack I just mentioned. It's like a racing point. It's at the head of it, and everyone else is in that queue. Bottas is going to be in trouble here. There's going to be so many people with DRS and slipstream. I replaced Gasly. Oh really? Okay, so you're at Red Bull now. How's that going? Gasly's got ahead of Bottas. Ronaldo got downgraded from 94 to 93. Oh, really? Okay. Alright. Fair enough then. Clip the curb on the outside there. Does look like Gasly's starting to pull away a bit now from Bottas. So clearly Bottas hasn't got the pace just yet. He's got to get DRS on Gasly now. So he might be able to rope him back in a bit. Starting to save a nice amount of fuel. Maybe took a bit too much curb there. 4.1 seconds clear of Gasly. I'm liking that. And Bottas is really close to the back of Gasly, so once again they're going to lose time fighting each other again. Car sliding. Need to be more careful there. Liam, how you doing? It's been a bit of time. How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. .6 slower, but I'm not too bothered about that right now. I want to create a...
We're leading our teammate by 4.8 seconds.
4.8 seconds, okay. I want to create a nice gap so I get out ahead of that huge queue that's behind the top 6. Might be at top 5 actually. I don't want to be getting in that long queue when I pit, so I'm trying to extend the lead so I get out ahead of them. Because if I'm in that queue, oh my days. It'll be Singapore all over again. Clip the curb in the outside. Don't really want to do that too often. 5.1 seconds.
Gasly is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 5.1 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 37.2.
1 minute 37. I think I was in a 1 minute 36s, I think. Or a high 1 minute 35. So he's not able to pull away from that pack behind him, which is costing him time. Bottas is still within DRS range. A slight twitch to the back end, but that one was fine this time.
Our data shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least.
Okay. That's good for me. Surprised Bottas hasn't passed Gasly yet. It's great, but in my version of F1, Gasly. Hold on a second. Gasly was in Toro Rosso. Yeah. That, I'm not too bothered about that, to be honest, because the fact that they've added in driver transfers makes it so that it's okay for me that he's in Red Bull. Because at some point, someone could move and take his spot, or he could move, so... Oh, ran a bit wide. I'm not too bothered about that, to be honest. If there was no driver transfers, then I would be a bit... I won't say annoyed, but... I would like it to be a bit more realistic, so... I'm okay with it, to be honest. Just like Magnussen in my version right now is at Ferrari. He's doing horribly, but he's at Ferrari. Sergio Perez, my teammate, is at HASS. Whoa, back end. How is my rear tires? Because these rear tires are getting... They're lower than my... Wow. It's just my front left, which is the most worn of the 4, which is kind of surprising. I would have expected it to be the rear tyres. 1 minute 37.1. That's getting slower.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Okay, I did turn down my engine, so I'm going to turn it back up again.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Ran a bit wide there.
Copy.
They want to go 2 laps more. Okay, I guess the tyres aren't wearing as much as they thought it would. Alright. Don't mind going 2 extra laps. Oh, ran so wide there. 19th place it said I'd come out. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a good thing they want me to continue. 5 seconds now, so they did take out a bit out of me there. .8. Yo, Gasly, chill. Gasly, chill, man. Okay, I need to pump in some quick laps, man. I'm at 37.0. Want to find out what his time was. Back to 5 seconds, okay.
Gasly behind. Our gap behind is 5.0 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. The time last lap was a 1:36.8.
1 minute 36.8, okay. So that's the time I need to aim for. A high 1 minute 36. I don't know why. Hold on, I'll read the rest of your comment in a second. Don't know why, because if a player like Sadio Mane they wouldn't get a downgrade. I guess it depends. Obviously, with there's some players who have a reputation, like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, being the best players in the world. So obviously, they wouldn't want to. I guess disrespect would be appropriate. 5.4. Okay, I've gained even more time on them now. They don't want to be the ones to say, "Hey, Ronaldo and Messi aren't what they used to be. Let's give them a 89, for example." So they're gonna keep him up there until it's acknowledged by pretty much everyone that Messi and Ronaldo aren't what they used to be.
Gap to teammate behind is 7.0 seconds.
It's been pretty much status quo, to be honest, between the guys behind me, because even though Bottas has been in DRS zone for the past, what, 5 laps? He hasn't passed Gasly. .9, okay. So it seems just like Bottas, Gasly had a bit of a burst of pace, and now he's slowed down again. And now I'm increasing my gap to him again. I was getting a bit nervous for a second there, when you got into the high 4 seconds between me and him. Okay, look how close Bottas is. Surely now he must be able to at least attack Gasly and possibly even pass him. Nope. 6 seconds the gap between me and Gasly now.
You are in first position, front of the pack. Gasly is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 6.2 seconds. They're on old softs. You have 4 laps till your pit window opens.
1 minute 36.5. That's a decent lap. Wasn't even in rich either, and I've saved a nice amount of ERS as well. So things are going well for me so far. I'm going to be able to react to whatever the cars behind me are doing. I braked so early there.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Alright, let's turn it up for a little bit. Ronaldo didn't necessarily have a bad season. I agree, he didn't have a bad season, but compared to his standards, then it was a down year, I'd say. Because we're used to him scoring like 50 goals a season in all competitions. Now I think he barely scored 30 last season, so it's definitely a down year for Ronaldo. .3.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
My competitors don't want that.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Roger that. Hopefully this car's good in the mediums. Teammate.
We're leading our teammate by 8.0 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in 5th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 37.0.
1 minute 37.0, and I'm sure I did a 1 minute 36 something. Personal best for sector. Just half a tenth.
The gap behind us is 6.8 seconds.
Okay. Carried a bit too much speed there. That queue's still there behind the 2 racing points. Damn, man. I really don't want to get caught up in that long queue, man. I really don't. Oh, I took that corner very nicely there. Back end didn't step out on me this time. I'm at 36.1. Not bad, that. Pit stop information.
Only 1 stop to go. 1 stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens next lap.
Pit window opens next lap, okay.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
Yeah, of course there's a gap forming. I want to know... Oh, yes, some guys are pitting. Thank goodness for that. That queue's getting smaller and smaller. Thank goodness, man. Don't want to be pitting and I wind up right in the middle of that queue. I'll be losing so much time. .13th place, it said I'll come out. Alright, now that we're on the straight, let me have a look here. Let's see, yeah, but that still doesn't explain why Neymar didn't get a downgrade. I get it, he's Neymar, but Ronaldo is Ronaldo. So 13th it says I'll come out, which is here. Norris. Where is Norris? He's... Oh my days, I've come out in that queue. Oh, come on, man. That's not good. I'm seriously hoping a lot of those guys pit 8.7. I think I can continue for another lap, actually. Tyres don't feel too bad. Less chance of me getting held up behind some cars. I braked so early. Shouldn't have done that.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
I think my teammate's in the pits. He's going to try an undercut on the cars in front of him, which might actually work out pretty well.
Sergio is in the pits.
This might work out pretty well for him. Actually, I think a Red Bull's down to the pits as well. And I think one of the Red Bulls is already pitted as well. This is going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. Yeah, I'm hearing some applause there from the fans. Oh, it didn't really help out my teammate there. That pit. Oh, ran wide. Oh, ho, ho. Third place, it says I'll come out now. Okay, that's more like it. Hold on. It says third place, I'll come out. What? Next to the Ferrari that's behind the McLaren on the map? Please pit. I don't want to be wasting time fighting you guys.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Roger that.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
10.3 clear of Bottas. Let's bring that down. Don't need that right now. Actually, let's bring it all the way down. There we go. This better be a good stop, people. This better be a good stop.
Release.
2.1. That's a good time. Bottas hasn't even got into his pit box yet, and I'm already leaving.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Oh, the Red Bulls. Both of the Red Bulls got ahead of Bottas. Nicely done from them. And I think they reduced the gap to me as well. Let's see what the time is. Is it 10 seconds still? Actually, it might be a bit more, actually. 8.2, they did reduce it. Okay. So me staying out a bit longer was to the benefit of the Red Bulls. Though now, my tyres should be a bit better than the Red Bulls now. I think Gasly was one who pitted first. So his tyres, I think, are like 2 laps older than mine. We're about halfway through the race now. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. Really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate my road to 700 subscribers. Later on today, as I have done for the past couple of days, I will be doing my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order live stream at 8:30 PM. Please do join me then for that. Just under 8 seconds.
Okay, the gap behind is 7.9 seconds.
Okay. Oh, my teammate got past Bottas. Nice. Come on, teammate, try and catch up to Verstappen at least. Go onto the podium. That'll help us out even more against Mercedes in the constructors. Championship standings.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Oh, come on, man. How expensive are these cars to make? I'm pretty sure like the gearbox is like £20,000 each. Yet they get a radio from the 99p store. What's going on? .4. Okay, starting to go up again. championship standings.
As things stand, we'll be leading the championship.
They should do more with that. They really should. Yes, I want that piece of information. I'm leading the championship, but give me more. As things stand, you'll currently be leading the Drivers' Championship. The lead to Bottas in second place is 22, 23, 27 points.
Gap to teammate behind is 12.4 seconds.
Yeah, he's busy fighting with Bottas. Actually, he's not that far behind the Red Bull, I've noticed. What they should do, Bottas and my teammate, is not fight each other and just concentrate on trying to catch up to the Red Bulls. .9. Is player career tomorrow? Yes, player career is tomorrow. Episode 2. Yep. Manager career will be on Friday, which will be the final episode with Arsenal. Do you like that Arsenal fan TV? Yeah, I think it's funny. It's funny and entertaining as far as I'm concerned. And it's nice to hear the opinions of fans and not just pundits. Things are going quite nicely so far. Looks like the two Red Bulls are fighting each other now. Don't need to up the engine or ERS right now. Car's doing pretty well. Oh, Ty! I think he's funny, absolutely. I think sometimes he has blinders on when it comes to Arsenal. But ultimately, yeah, I like watching him.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Why, thank you.
You're leading the pack. P1, Gasly behind. Our gap behind is 9.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. There are 10 laps to go.
10 laps to go, okay, nice. Does he know to... Hold on.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Good. Does he always have weird excuses? Sometimes, yeah. Like the rain and stuff. Yeah, I remember him saying those sort of things, yeah. Come on, Perez, man. Looks like he's starting to pull away from Bottas a bit, thankfully, but needs to be catching up to the Red Bulls while they're fighting each other. .4. Verstappen's right behind his teammate. 1 minute 36.4. I'm being consistent right now. I'm being in the mid to high 1 minute 36s, which is good. Do you watch Mark Goldbridge? No, I don't know who that is. Though that name does sound familiar, actually. Vehicle condition.
Tyre condition seems A-OK to us on the wall here. Let us know if you feel them going off too much.
Yeah, where's the option to let them know that the tyres are starting to wear out? Because I don't know it. Yes, my teammates pulled away nicely from Bottas. And he's closing in on the Red Bulls. Come on, Perez. We're at 36.3. He's a guy who that is dead. He wants his own channel. It's actually very entertaining. I think I've watched one or two of his videos. I think I have. But I don't watch him every single day. Or after every single match, to be more precise. If I'm on YouTube and I happen to see a recommendation for his video and his video looks interesting, then I'll watch it. Aside from that, I don't really watch him. Oh, what's going on here?
Green flag.
What's going on here? Oh my days. I just saw a yellow flag. It must be involved with one of the Red Bulls. What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, is that Gasly? I think Gasly's going out here. Let me get a teammate might actually get on the podium after all. Yeah, something's happened here with Gasly. Go normal and then something goes down. And look, where he is right now, he's gonna help my teammate because he's basically holding off. Where is my teammate? My teammate's right there. He's basically holding up his. Gasly's basically holding up Verstappen, so Verstappen's going to be able to catch right up to the back of him.
Some information on Verstappen. They are out of the race.
Oh, my bad. It was Verstappen, not Gasly. My mistake. I thought it was Gasly. 11.7 now. Standard and mid. So I'm not putting any stress on the engine nor the ERS, so it should be pretty cool. 1 minute 36.5. Haven't been in the 1 minute 37s yet on these mediums. Sparks flying. Do you watch the kickoff? No, I do not.
Let's
Ran a bit wide there.
use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment.
Jeff,
We'll
shut
make
up.
the changes to the front wing next time you're in. Front wing angle to +1 now.
Jeff, shut up.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Shut up, Jeff.
Confirmed.
Alright, 36.4. Lap 22 of 27. So 5 laps left to go. Things are looking good. Come on, Perez, you're only 1.7 behind him. Come on. Oh. Oh, Gasly's increasing the gap to my teammate. Come on, Perez. Well, here's the thing. If Man City do somehow win the league this season, it will be up there as one of the best achievements in Premier League history, no doubt about that. Because with the way Liverpool's playing right now, if they can overcome that, Man City, with the injuries that they have, the struggles that they're having right now, wow, that will be incredible. I think last year, I think Liverpool were ahead in the Premier League at one point, but then they let slip because of not because of losses, but because of draws. So Man City is going to have to go on like a 10-game winning streak, and Liverpool is going to have to draw some games. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to lose too many games. Probably 1 or 2 max. So they're going to have to hope that it's just a bunch of draws for Man City. But it's Liverpool's title to win now. And the only ones they have to blame if they don't win it is themselves. Because they're clearly in the driver's seat right now. Yes! Come on! I'm happy my teammate's in third, but come on, man. I think he's closer. I think he is closer, my teammate, to Perez, to Gasly, sorry. 1.7. Wow, what? Looks so much more closer than 1.7. It was almost 2 seconds the last time I saw, so it does look like he's getting a bit closer. Hold on, yeah, maybe, but you can't ignore Manchester United winning the league after being 12 points. Being 12 points behind first place, okay, and Arsenal's unbeaten season. Just to mention a few. No, I'm not saying it's the greatest achievement, but it definitely has to be up there with the greatest, no doubt about it. Greatest achievement? That's arguable, but one of the greatest? Yeah, that's not arguable. Teammate.
We're leading our teammate by 13.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in third. The time last lap was a 1:36.2.
Come on, Perez, man. $1.8. Oh, he's dropping back again. I ran a slightly bit wide there. 1 minute 36.2. I ran wide. I did 1 minute 36.2. Where did that come from? Java behind.
Gasly is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 11.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.1.
Oh, it's quicker than me. Okay. Not by much though. $1.4. Come on, Gasly. No, not Gasly. Perez. Come on, 1.4. Come on, Perez. I want a HASS 1-2. Not long to go in this race. I think this is lap 26. Yep. So this is the penultimate lap of the race. Next time round will be the final lap. 1.5. If Perez can get into DRS zone, he should be able to pass Gasly on the first attempt. Bottas has really fallen away from my teammate. Ran a bit wide. This should be the final lap of the race. Looks like that's it for my teammate's charge on Gasly. It's almost 1.7. Disappointing there. going to be able to increase my gap in the Driver Championship quite significantly here. It was 18 points before the start of this race. Should be more than 25 points. .1. Oh my days, why only now does he get so close to Gasly? Come around the last corner now to win the Russian Grand Prix. Didn't make any really noticeable mistakes there, which I'm happy about.
What a fantastic Grand Prix that was, and an excellent win for the Haas team. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Today was another great race and an even greater victory for Haas. Here they come now to step out onto the top of the podium. They'll be incredibly happy with today's result. So, let's review the drivers' standings. Camber increases their championship lead. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lucas Weber. Cool, calm, collected, a very consistent performance and one that he can definitely be proud of today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Our championship leaders retain their position, but their lead is shrinking. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So my gap at the top of the table has moved back into the 30-point range now. It's now 31 points. Very happy with that. Constructors, you've been able to close the gap to Mercedes. Is now 36 points. The gap between us and Mercedes now. We're in a very nice position. Look at that. Kevin Magnussen's only got 34 points. That's terrible, man. Sebastian Vettel's not even in 100 yet. Alright, very happy with that. Teammate got third place. Got pole position and the victory. I think it's the Japanese Grand Prix next. Track I'm okay with.
Performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Yes, I am.
Things are looking up after last week, aren't they?
They are. All the work we've done developing the power unit. No, aero. No, clicked the wrong one.
It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
F1 is a team sport. We all put in an extra amount of effort.
That was a good race for Lucas. Are you pleased to see him doing well?
It's always good to see his hard work and dedication pay off.
Judging from today's race, it must be pretty hard to fend off Devon when he wants to pass.
What? When? I'm sure some of the other drivers find him hard to deal with. Yeah, especially at the rate his team is improving their car. It definitely helps to have a great car and a great team backing you up.
Appreciate your time.
A very good stream for me here. Winning my rivalry against both Sergio Perez and Devon Butler. We should get 500 extra resource points. Should be very useful. One thing I have noticed, no regulation changes.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season. Looks like one of your rivals is also going to an upcoming historical event.
Easy.
If you choose
What?
to take him on, it might help get your name out there a bit.
I don't mind that having us one. Let's see how that is.
They didn't like those
Ooh.
terms. Let's try again.
Just. How was that?
They
It
are
went
coming
up.
around to that proposal. Let's try something else.
Okay. Yeah, let's put that at none.
All right, the terms have been agreed.
Wow.
All that's left is to sign the paperwork. You'll be on this new deal from the next race weekend.
Cheapskates, fam. There we go. Alright. Oh, I don't even want to. I'm not too interested in doing that, to be honest. Let's go next race. Gotta go by. Yeah, later H11. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, man. Alright, let's have a look to see if my components actually go onto the car for this race. Hopefully there are no issues. Yes, no issues. Got 2 aerodynamic parts fitted. Very happy with that. We are once again top of the vehicle performance comparison. Where are we in aerodynamics? Second, okay, and then powertrain we're top, and then chassis we're top. Okay, nice. Right, we're developing this car very nicely. Look at Scuderia Ferrari. Second to last. That's not good at all. Alright, that's going to be the end of this live stream. I'd like to thank everyone who's watched. Really do appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links will be as usual are in the description box down below. Aside from that, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you again later on today for my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order live stream. Laters.